NBA as much as some other avenues of sports, but how are the Liberty this year? Pretty good.
Honestly, I
Haven't been
haven't really
following?
been
Okay.
following right as of right now. I haven't really been
Okay.
following many sports.
Fair enough.
Um,
Hey,
but last year
I
they
have
were
to.
yes,
It's
no,
just
that's
to me,
completely
it's
fair.
constantly in
That's
my
so
head. It's
fair.
constantly stats and everything. And
Yes,
yeah.
yes. I mean, last year they
Okay.
were very good. They won the WNBA
Yeah,
final.
I did
So,
hear that. Yep.
so,
Yep.
and I was actually at that game.
Ah,
So,
at the final of the
at the
championship game.
final, at the
Nice. Now
championship.
they play in the Garden also, or no?
No, they play where the Nets play
Oh,
at
in
Barclays.
Barclay, yep.
Yeah.
On Atlantic and Nostrand in
Yeah,
Brooklyn.
yeah.
Yep. I have a lot of buddies who are Nets fans. I give
Nice.
them crap because the Nets haven't been very good. But
Yeah, it's been a
now I'm a
while.
Celtics fan mostly because of my last name being Irish and everything.
Yes,
When I
fair.
was a kid, my mom used to buy me all the clothes that had the Shamrock because she thought it was cute.
That's
And then I
funny.
realized that there was a Shamrock team, and I was like, oh, I can do that. It
I
makes
gotta
great. Yeah.
join. Yeah.
And then, luckily for me, they've been a good team. I have friends who are Jets, Nets, and Mets, and it's been a little tough for them,
It's rough.
especially the Jets and Nets side. Mets have been a little better.
Yeah.
So the main thing before I get in really to the fourth quarter free throw aspect of this, you so you're a junior.
I'm a junior.
Did you come to Skidmore with the hopes of maybe playing?
Yeah, I did actually.
Okay. And so now you're just as a junior. See, like for me, it was okay. I was just starting to get into the starting role as a junior.
Yes.
You're just now starting on the team as a junior.
Yes.
Well, if you're not comfortable saying that's cool,
No,
but if you are
fine.
comfortable saying, why so late in your athletic career did you start playing?
Well, I actually did try out my freshman year,
Okay.
and we had a different coach, and
Mhm.
I've talked about this before, but we
Not
had
to me.
yes, so
There you go.
we'll share again. But we were really good my freshman year, and
Word.
I think that I was also mentally not tough enough, and I was a
Okay.
freshman. There's just like a lot of factors being thrown in the mix, but I was still extremely connected with basketball, so
Mhm.
I decided to really pursued that as
Manage the team.
yeah,
Okay.
as a manager of the team,
Okay.
pursued that
Like
as a
what kind of like
position.
what Lucia did this year?
Yes,
Kind of similar.
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, she did basically the same thing I did for the past 2
Cool.
years. And then it wasn't until last year I kind of had given up on my dream to play. And then I was actually sitting in the dining hall with one of my teammates, Sarah, and
Hasty.
yes,
Yeah,
Sarah
Hasty. Okay.
Hasty, and our Coach Bostick, came and sat with us at D Hall for lunch, and he dropped kind of jokingly why didn't you try out this year? And I was really taken aback. Didn't know that he had seen me play.
Mhm.
And then I was like, oh, ha ha, that's so funny. And then he was like, no, I'm serious. And then we talked about it,
Mhm.
and he kept joking about it throughout the entirety of our last season. And then at the end of our season last year, I asked if we could meet and talk about it. And he basically told me that this is something I really wanted and I wanted to put the work in for it, that I would have a spot on the roster. And so
Which is
over the
nice.
summer, I really worked for it.
There you
I
go.
played basketball a bunch and, lifted and did all of the other things that you got to do for your mental and physical being to be a basketball player. And I came back in the fall, and he basically was like, you did what you needed to do and you earned a spot on the
Okay,
team.
so he kept his word
He
with
kept
that.
his word. I
And
was
then
really grateful.
so then you found your way into the starting lineup too,
Yeah.
which is cool.
Yes. Yes.
And Skidmore is one of those teams that's interesting because they're bigger than almost everybody in the conference. You're 5'11", listed anyway.
Yes.
Obviously Audrey at 6'1",
Yes.
Jenny at 6'1",
Yes.
Claudia, who can do everything,
Yeah.
is 6 foot.
Yes.
So you guys had one of the bigger teams, at least in the conference.
Yeah.
But the cool thing about that is your bigs can do a lot.
Yeah.
I
Very
mean,
versatile.
yeah, I mean, especially with Claudia with the mid range, shoot the
Mhm.
three.
Mhm.
I've seen you hit some jump shots, but you're a little bit more of an inside
Yes, I'm
player,
more of an inside player.
as is Audrey and Jenny.
Mhm.
But just the fact that you guys have the ability to run the inside out, run the pick and roll screens, and
Yeah. Totally.
have somebody inside that's 2-3 inches taller plus an arm span
Yeah.
down low,
Mhm.
really helps out in a conference that in the last couple of years has really been guard driven. You haven't
Yeah.
really seen a lot of 6+ in
Oh,
the
yeah.
Liberty League. I mean, I know Vassar has one. Elodie Ware is 6'1".
Yeah.
She's tough.
Yeah.
And RPI, I think Callie Flint's 6'4".
Yeah, she's 6'4".
So which is big.
Yes.
But Skidmore's always had like kind of a bigger team on the women's side. They've always had taller team.
Yeah.
They've always had they valued size. They valued the interior play. Have you always kind of been an interior player, or did you? Because you said you were a forward, but I know a forward can be multiple things.
Yeah.
It can be a power block down low. It can be sort of a wing player.
Right.
What is your style that you played in high school, and then are you more of a different style now here at Harvard?
Right. In high school, I was definitely more of, I would even say, a center position. Like
Okay.
in New York City, there weren't a bunch of tall players, so I was kind of
At least on the women's side.
yeah, on the women's side.
The
So I
men's
kind
side,
of
they got some monsters.
no,
Yeah.
I trust.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. But so I didn't really have that much of a choice, at least like especially in the beginning of high school when you're kind of just like thrown in it. You're like, oh, you're tall. Okay, you're gonna be
Sure.
our center for the year. I was kind of like brought up to be like playing in that position. So when I got here, I was definitely more of a forward center interior player, as you would say. But like you said, playing on Skidmore, like having all this versatility amongst our guards and our forward or post players, I've definitely like expanded my comfort zone and been able to knock down shots.
And you're jumping in the beginning of the game. You're
exactly.
Despite not being the tallest on
I
the
know.
floor, you're the jumper. So,
Yeah.
which is
So,
interesting. Okay.
Exactly. So, like, I think definitely if you were to ask my coach, like, I would be the quote unquote 5 position. Like, that is definitely my position. But he's very good about letting us kind of be able to, do more with our abilities and our athleticism. And this season, I was like able to play on the exterior a little bit
I saw.
more than I will. Exactly.
Yeah.
A little bit more than I would have probably in high school. So,
Sure. What is it like playing for Coach Bostick?
I really enjoy playing for Coach Bostick. He is
Energetic guy.
He's super energetic, super passionate, and I really enjoy that in a coach personally. Like it's really nice being able to like talk through things and also work through things and having it both coincide with each other. And then during games, like I said, he's extremely passionate and I love when my coaches are able to,
Oh, there's been some animated moments for
yes,
sure.
I'm here for that. That's great. Like I think that's what